Well, Reign of Jafar is finally here, and today we're going to take a look at two versions of a deck that focus all about the man himself, Jafar. Hello there, my name is Donald, aka the Scruffy Looking Gamer, and I hope you're all as excited about the new Lorcana set, Reign of Jafar, as I am. I love brewing new decks, and this is the best time to do that when all the new cards are out, and we can just dive right into new decks, new things we haven't played before. Bring some cards from the past that didn't really get to see play, but now they have potential. And today we're going to look at two versions of a deck that kind of were around last set, but then didn't really have all the pieces. Now it kind of has the pieces it needs. Before we get into that, I want to just say thank you for all the new subscribers. I've really had an influx of subscribers lately, and I'm trying to hit that goal of 250. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, it really means a lot if you just hit that subscribe button, and let's help me get to that goal of 250 subs. But let's get to what you're all here for. So this is what I'm calling Arabian Nights, and this is the budget. I mean, they're both budget, honestly. These are both budget versions, but this, because I mean, the cards in here just aren't going to be that expensive. But the real thing is whether you want to be more on the competitive side or whether you want to be more on the themed side. So we're going to start with the theme deck. And what I mean by theme is every card in this deck is from Aladdin. It has some sort of Aladdin IP attached to it. There's nothing in here that doesn't say Aladdin. So if you're one of those people that's like, I have to play, 100% cards from that movie, then this is the deck for you, because it still functions very well. It's a very cheap deck, and it is just going to be full of flavor, as we say, right on theme with all Aladdin. So the whole point of this deck is to focus around our man here, Jafar. Jafar is a 5 uninkable. He quests for 3. He says when he quests, you can draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded an illusion card this way, you get to play it for free. So anytime you get to play a card for free, it's huge. That's always going to be good. But the whole key here is this deck is running an absurd amount of illusions, all of them basically, that exist. And if we can quest with our Jafar and then throw out this Abu for free, I mean, that's awesome. We're essentially getting a 6 cost character for free on turn 6, and then we can play another 6 cost character. We can play another Abu for free, or for his cost if we want to on that turn. Then we have 2. We're really just doubling up on the effectiveness of getting to throw stuff out for free and then spend our ink however we want. So let's talk about the illusions. So all of the illusions are going to have this vanish ability, which means if they're targeted by an action, then they have to be banished when your opponent targets with an action. Some people get confused with that if you're using like an ability on a character to target them. That does not banish them. It has to be specifically an action. So make sure that you're doing that correctly. So all of our illusions, they're going to be, and because of that vanish ability, they're going to be kind of overstated. So a 1/4 for 1, pretty strong card. So we have our Palace Guards, we have our Rajas, Giant Cobras, we have Iago, or not that Iago. Where is he? There he is. That Iago. We have the Magic Carpet. Then we have the Sultan. And we have Abu. These are our illusions. So there's just so many of them that once we get Jafar out, even if we don't have one in hand when he quests, we're drawing a card. Chances are half our deck is illusions. We're going to draw an illusion that we can then discard. So you can draw your card off Jafar, and then you can also discard that exact card that you drew. It doesn't have to be, because once you draw the card, it's in your hand. It doesn't know what wasn't in your hand already. So when you go to discard, you can do the one you drew. So We're trying to discard an illusion. We're trying to keep those illusions in our hand so we can get. I mean, if you have to put out a Palace Guard for free, then hey, you got a free one cost, I guess. You know, it's not the great, but we're really open to throw out an Abu or a Sultan or something like that. So then let's talk about the other cards in the deck. Just because we need another 1-drop in here to play, so here's a 1/3 Aladdin that quests for 1. It's Aladdin, it's on theme, that's why he's here. This Jafar is really in here because we need a turn 2 evasive to really deal with the Diablos on the other side of the board. Diablo is still a great card, strong card, you're going to see a lot of it, so you want something that you can swing into and effectively take care of Diablos when you see those. The Genie, which is hilarious because this is actually the most expensive card in the deck. This is 75% of the entire deck. These are like $10 a piece. It's a good card. I mean, yeah, what can I say? It's a good card. So that if you don't have these genies, you can easily replace this with something else, and then the total cost of this deck goes down to like $20. So that's something to keep in mind. If you already have them, great, throw them in. If you don't want to spend $10 to get them, don't. So Genie, he's an evasive. He quests for 2, and when you play it, you draw a card. It's just a good card, and it's on theme for Aladdin. That's why he's here. This other Jafar, during your turn, whenever one of your illusions is banished, you can return it to your hand. I like cards like this because it's effectively giving you card draw in a way, because when you're using your illusions to challenge and banish something, then you're getting that card back to play again. It's not really card draw, but it's card advantage because they're losing something and you're getting something back. So no, it's not card draw. Yes, it's card advantage. Only 2 of him in here. He's okay. I mean, it's not the best card ever, but I think 2 of them is warranted. This Treasure Guardian, while not an illusion himself, he cares about illusions. So when you play him, if you have an illusion character in play, you draw a card. Chances are we're going to have an illusion character by turn 4, so if we play him, draw a card, and plus he quests for 2. Not too bad. This Iago, I mean, it's Iago. He has to be in the deck, right? It's Jafar's right-hand man, right-hand parrot. So while you have another exerted character in play, he can't be challenged. That's a decent card. I mean, 3/3, quest for 2. If you have something else exerted, they can't challenge it. It's a fine inclusion. Yeah. Then the 2 kind of obscure cards, I would say, in the deck. One, we're going to run 2 copies of Scarab. So this, you can exert it and pay 2 to return illusion from your discard to your hand. It's kind of another card advantage card, so we can just keep recycling stuff back. Only 2 copies. It's uninkable. I don't think we want to see this all the time, so I think 2 is the right number here. And this card, I've always found this card really interesting, and it just doesn't really work, but in this deck it does. It works really well. So we've got the Lamp. And the Lamp is an item that says you can banish it. If you have a character named Jafar in play, draw 2 cards. We have 3 different versions of Jafar in this deck. And if you have a character named Genie in play, you return chosen character with cost 4 or less to their player's hand. That's pretty good too. So bare minimum, we'll probably have a Jafar in play, banish this to draw 2 cards. That's good. Pay 2 to draw 2 cards. Not bad. Chances are, though, we probably will have a Jafar and a Genie in play at some point. So if you hold on to this until, like, say, turn 4 and you play Genie Wish Fulfilled, sorry, my accent's coming out there, then you get to banish this, draw 2 cards, and bounce something back to their opponent's hand. That's a huge tempo swing. So I think this card is good in this deck. I think it really warrants the 4 spots here. And I think most of the time it's going to, if nothing else, draw you 2 cards, which is great. So let's look at a different version of this deck. We are still focusing on Jafar. Still want to do the whole quest, draw an illusion, discard illusion, play it for free thing. But this is more along the lines of what we already see with the Amethyst Steel competitive decks, a lot of the cards from that deck, we just plug them in here and then put the Jafar shell in and kind of combine the two into one deck. So if you don't care about being 100% on theme and playing all Aladdin, this is probably a better way to build this deck. In our one drop spot, we're going to put the Chernobog's Followers and the Magic Broom. Both of these cards see play. Both of them have upside and downside. I like both of them. I'm splitting them here, 3 and 3 each, because I had 6 slots. You can run 4 and 2 of another if you prefer one or the other. I just like them both, so 3 and 3. And then we're also running our Palace Guard still. In our 2-drop spot, Madam Mim Snake, the whole bounce package is here. We got our foxes, we've got our rabbits, we've got our goats. Everybody knows this by now. The bounce package, it's proven itself. It's here. It's good. It's all in here. So 2-drop spot, we also got our Rajas for our illusions, and 4 copies of Mr. Smee. Mr. Smee's also a great card. Quest with him twice. He gets 2 damage on him. Bouncing back with Madam Mim. Don't have to worry about banishing him. We got our carpet illusions in here. Our parrot illusions in here. We got our Abu illusions in here. So still 20 copies of illusions. Still a good number of illusions, a third of your deck. You're going to see them a pretty good amount of time. And then these are kind of the cards that I think really set the deck apart here that you're going to need. The Friends on the Other Side, still a great card draw spell. You can scene it. You can draw 2 cards. Then our removal stuff. Let the Storm Rage on. Great card. Can scene it. You can deal 2 damage, draw a card. This takes care of Diablos. Notice we're not running that 2-drop Jafar evasive in here. Let the Storm Rage on takes that spot, really. This takes care of Diablo, and we get to draw a card from it, and we can potentially play it for free. So it's kind of the trade-off there. And 2 copies of Along Came Zeus. I think this is good still. This takes care of Maui Sharks, which are a huge problem for a lot of decks. So this will wipe that out. This takes care of the Tamitoas. This takes care of a lot of stuff that you're going to see in those upper link, upper turns, upper ink turns. So 2 copies of Long Came Zeus, still a great card to put in here. But this is the more quote-unquote competitive version of the deck. However, it is cheaper. It is cheaper than our other deck because we're not running the Genie in this. I didn't put the 4-drop Genie because Merlin Goat and Merlin Rabbit are just better at this. If I had to choose, and I'd rather have the bounce package than have the Genie. So because of that, this deck is actually cheaper than the budget casual deck. I mean, they're both still budget. Under $100, I consider that budget. But I thought that was kind of funny that this one clocks in around $44. So yeah, that's the 2 decks. Let me know what you think. Will you be playing any of this in the new set coming up? I'm excited. I'm going to play this version, the more quote unquote competitive version. I'm going to try this out a week. My last set, I played a different deck every week of all 12 weeks of League, and it was the most fun I've had in Lorcana in a long time. So this is going to be one of the decks that I start out League with this time around. So any of my League players, if you're watching, you can see my entire deck list right here. You got it. You got the one up on me already. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. It really helps out a lot, and we're gonna have a lot more deck techs coming at you this season. And I look forward to showing you some off the wall, crazy, different ideas. Until next time.